The Undertaker is more than a wrestler. He's a myth, a legend, and the very soul of WWE for decades. But even legends face their final curtain. His last chapter in WWE was filled with iconic moments and a redemption arc that left fans in awe. How did the Deadman write his final pages? Buckle up as we unravel the incredible journey of The Undertaker's final years in WWE. Chapter 1. The Pinnacle. The Undertaker's final years began with greatness, highlighted by two legendary clashes with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 and 26. WrestleMania 25 delivered what many call the greatest match of all time, showcasing breathtaking moments like Undertaker's infamous dive that nearly ended in disaster. Despite this, The Undertaker carried on, delivering a performance that left fans speechless. The Deadman narrowly escaped defeat, taking Shawn down. At WrestleMania 26, the stakes were higher. Streak versus career. Michaels' desperate attempts to break the streak led to a story-packed battle. His obsession to prove he was better became the driving force of the storyline. In the end, The Undertaker delivered a second tombstone, ending Michaels' career. But these matches weren't just about him retiring. They were about The Undertaker proving to himself and the world that he still had it. Chapter 2. The Fall. Everything changed on April 6, 2014 at WrestleMania 30. The streak, a sacred part of WWE lore, came to a shocking end when Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker. The loss was monumental and the Superdome fell silent in disbelief. Many fans felt the streak should have been untouchable, while others saw it as the ultimate rub for Lesnar. Early in the match, Undertaker suffered a severe concussion, leaving him unable to remember his own name afterward.
When you get concussed like that, they come in every 5 minutes. They want to know your name, your birthday, where you're at, and everything like that. It was crazy because evidently I knew who she was, but I had no clue who I was.
The rest of the match was carried entirely by Lesnar, and watching it back, it's clear something was off. Undertaker wasn't himself, and his performance lacked the precision and intensity fans were used to. The streak's end felt hollow to many, as the match didn't deliver the storytelling magic expected from such a monumental moment. Fans couldn't help but wonder, what if Undertaker hadn't been concussed? Could the match have been a masterpiece? Would the streak have ended differently? Or would it have even ended at all? These questions lingered long after the show, marking this as a turning point in Undertaker's career and a moment that would forever remain controversial in WWE history. Chapter 3. Battling old age. As The Undertaker continued his journey, age and injuries began to show. At WrestleMania 32, he stepped into Hell in a Cell against Shane McMahon. While the match wasn't a technical marvel, it gave fans unforgettable moments, including Shane's jaw-dropping leap from the top of the cell. At WrestleMania 33, WWE had one clear agenda: push Roman Reigns as the new face of the company, and what better way to do it than to have him go over The Undertaker. The stage was set for what was supposed to be a historic moment, but instead, it turned out to be a complete disaster. A match many fans regard as one of the worst in Undertaker's career. The match was riddled with botches and awkward moments, leaving fans cringing rather than cheering. It was evident that Undertaker was no longer in his prime, struggling to deliver the magic he was once known for. The performance didn't do justice to his legendary career or to the expectations fans had for a match of this magnitude. Roman Reigns, already a controversial figure among fans, faced severe backlash after this. The crowd rejected the narrative WWE was pushing, a torch being passed to Roman at the expense of a struggling Undertaker. Fans didn't want this forced transition, and their frustration was directed not only at Roman, but at WWE's creative decisions.
He was coming up and he was going to be the face of the company, and it was the right thing to do. And I didn't, the streak had already been beat, so it was the right thing to do business-wise.
What made it worse was the way the match ended. As Undertaker left his gloves, coat, and hat in the ring, it felt like his final goodbye. But instead of being a triumphant and emotional farewell, it left fans angry and unsatisfied. This was not the way anyone wanted to see the Deadman go out. Fans couldn't help but feel that The Undertaker deserved better. Chapter 4. The Last Ride. In 2018, The Undertaker returned at WrestleMania 34 to face John Cena in a surprise match. In less than 3 minutes, the Deadman demolished Cena, reminding everyone of his dominance. Fans cheered for the nostalgia, but whispers began. Was The Undertaker holding on too long? The following years saw some ups and downs. A match with Goldberg in Saudi Arabia at Super Showdown turned into a disaster due to botched spots and miscommunication. But then came WrestleMania 36 and the Boneyard match against AJ Styles. The Boneyard match was a cinematic masterpiece, blending action, nostalgia, and mythology. It allowed The Undertaker to showcase his character one last time, without the physical toll of a live match. The blend of Biker Taker and Deadman personas was a perfect tribute to his career, and it ended with him riding off into the darkness, leaving fans with tears and chills. The Undertaker officially retired in 2020 at Survivor Series, 30 years to the day after his WWE debut. His farewell was a fitting tribute to a career like no other. As the bell tolled for the final time, fans around the world reflected on his unparalleled legacy. Beyond the matches, The Undertaker's influence extends to every corner of WWE. He redefined character work, elevated storytelling, and showed the world what it means to be larger than life. But one thing remains undisputed. He is a legend who transcended the wrestling industry. His unmatched dedication, larger-than-life aura, and countless unforgettable moments have left a mark on WWE and its fans. The Phenom might have retired from the ring, but his ghost will forever haunt the world of wrestling, a reminder of the greatness he embodied and the void he leaves behind. And that, folks, is the story of The Undertaker's final years in WWE. What are your thoughts on his last chapter? Did it do justice to his legendary career, or would you have written it differently? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into WWE history.